So workshop recordings are a bit trickier than other areas of the site, and it requires not only accordions, but it actually requires YouTube embeds, and also there's a limitation with YouTube embeds where they actually aren't responsive out of the box. So we have a workaround that we can do to make them responsive. But it's just it's not super intuitive, and you may need to do it a couple times before you get the hang of it. So let's just fumble through and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so I would first hit edit, and every row of these workshops is in so every two of them are in a 2-column layout. So each time we want to have a new row of them, we'll grab a new 2-column layout. And if you actually hover over the one below, you see there's a gap here where there's no gap. And if I click on that orange line, you can see that there's 50 for the column spacing. There's a number 50 here. So if I click on the one above it, there's nothing. So we just want to add 50. So now you can see it's the gap matches. Okay, so next step is we need to add a accordion. So we're going to do that. Now for the title, so just click on the accordion's settings little icon here, the cog, and let's just do something generic. Okay. So I'm going to the first thing I need to show you is just what happens if you just paste a YouTube embed as is from YouTube. So I'm going to go to YouTube here, and there's this your video here, this Philly Tough video. If we click on the share, and actually oh yeah, sorry. So embed here. So if you click on the embed and copy the embed code and go back to Wild Apricot, and so because the embed code is HTML, you want to actually switch it to HTML mode, and then just highlight everything that was there and just paste over top of it. And so what you see here is that the video itself actually can't fit in the, or it's larger than the space, and so it gives you this scroll bar, and it's cutting off portions of it. So this just kind of shows you that, you know, the YouTube embeds aren't responsive by nature, and so for on a mobile device, portions of that video may be cut off. So that's not ideal. So what we're going to want to do is remove that. And I'll show you a website that you can go to make the video responsive. So if we go back to this YouTube here and we click on share, rather than embed, you can just click on this link. So if we copy that, and if you go to the site embedresponsively.com, you can paste that URL into this little, so if you're on the, you make sure that you're on the YouTube tab, and if you paste it and then just hit embed, it's going to give you some new embed code, but this is, you know, one of the tricky parts is that you don't actually need all of it. So because I have this code embedded on the page already, so we don't need it every single time there's a new video. So we actually only need the stuff below it. So everything in this this open bracket and div class all the way to the end. So if we just copy that, and now we're going to go back to Wild Apricot, going to go back to HTML mode, I'm going to paste that in there, and it's not going to render. It's going to look small right now, but if you click off screen, it takes Wild Apricot always a moment to render it. So you can see there that there's no scroll bar and everything is fitting in there. So that's the first part of this lesson, is just showing you the difference between the two. Now what I'm going to do is actually, if we were going to create a new one from scratch, I would actually go into another one of these. So click inside, anywhere inside, and then go to the HTML. And I would select this all and copy. And I would go to the above one, go into the HTML mode, and replace everything. Click off. Okay, so now you'll just have to edit the stuff one at a time. So if we click into, well actually, so we would put our title in, sorry, it's running a little slow. And then so you'd change this to be featuring so you would obviously you'd edit the text to suit the new video. You would change your links as you normally would. You'd click anywhere inside, you would change that link, edit it, and you would put the new link in. And then for the video itself though, is we're going to go back and I'm going to copy that link again. Or sorry, not there. My apologies. We're going to go back to embed responsively, copy this code, and then inside of the HTML, see where this embed is? We just want to paste the new code. Hit save. And there we go. So I know this is weird. It's not intuitive. It is what it is. But I would say it would take a couple times for you to really get the hang of it. But at the end of the day, you know, the embed responsively code, I mean, if you don't care if the videos aren't responsive, then you can skip that step entirely and you can just paste the YouTube embed. But this is how I would do it. I always, when I can, I try to copy another one, paste it in, and then just modify the text as needed. So I hope that helps. If you need maybe a live tutorial on this, I'm happy to do it. But if you do this a couple times, I think you'll be able to grasp it from the video. Okay, thank you.